Hi, welcome back everyone to the Android training session number 3. In this session, we are going to check out Android Studio IDE for Android app development. So, let's start. After successful installation of Android Studio, you will get this window. So, I will guide you throughout the whole process. Firstly, you have to create a new project. Start a new Android Studio project. So for now we are going to use empty activity. Now just wait for some time to project get built. So here your project built successfully. Let's move forward. By default this window will be opened automatically. So for now let's close everything. Closed and minimized everything. So now we are going to check out how your Android Studio works. So let's expand the app directory. Inside app, let's expand Java. Inside Java, let's expand this one. Inside this, you should open this file. It's called main activity. So it's main activity.java. Let's minimize it. Now expand res directory. Inside res directory, expand layout directory and click on activity_main.xml file. So in every Android application there are three main files. One is main activity.java, second one is activity_main.xml, and you can find out the third file here. Let's minimize it. I will expand manifest. Here I will get the third file, which is android manifest.xml. So let's check out all three files. I will start from main activity.java file. Inside main activity.java file, I will expand this. This is my package name, which we have defined while creating the Android application. This one is also package name, which I have imported here, and this one is also package name, which I have imported here. This is my class main activity, which extends properties of app compat activity. Inside main activity, by default there is one method which is onCreate. I will let it be as it is. Till now we are done with main activity.java file. I will move forward to activity_main.xml. So UI of your app is dependent on this file. You can use a drag and drop approach, or you can directly code here. For drag and drop you can use this panel design. In case if you want to design something with code, you can check it out here. For now I will keep this file aside. I will move forward to this file. This is android manifest.xml. This file maintains all the configuration of your application. I am going to tell you about few properties of this file. So for now I am going to change the name of your application. I am going to rename it as a first application name. The name of my project is first application, and the name of my app is first application name. So I am going to keep all other things as it is. This is my UI file. For now I am going to remove all the code from this file. So in this project we are going to create a simple Android application which will simply display a message hello world. For that I am going to use linear layout. For each component we are going to use in UI XML file, we must need two properties. First one is height, which is layout_height, and second one is width, which is layout_width. For this Android application, my linear layout is going to be at top position, so I am going to make it as a match parent, and in case of height I am going to make it as a match parent. So it will automatically grab the whole screen of your phone. So let's move forward. In this application I am simply going to show a simple text which is hello world. For displaying the text I need to use a widget called text view. As I already mentioned, each component needs two properties. One is width and second one is height. So in case of width, I am going to use match parent. So in case of height, I am going to use it as a 25 SP. So SP is a unit. Let's check out the design. It's showing nothing. Let's go back to our code. Check for error. Tag start is not closed. I have started text view here. I must need to close it here. So now check out the design. Here is my text view. Right now there is nothing inside the text view. Let's define some text inside the text view. Now let's define some text for this text view. Text. I am going to display here hello world. Let's check out the design. It's showing hello world. Let's resize the text view. Now let's check out the design. The size of text view has been increased, but the size of hello world is still same. So for changing the size of hello world, we must need to define another one property, which is text size. I am going to define it as a 35 SP. Now let's check out the design. It's showing me hello world in a bigger size. Till now the text is on the left side. I want to display it in center. So let's display it in center. Let's go to the code and check for text alignment. Make it center. Let's check out the design. It's in center for now. So we are done with the application. Now let's run this application on your real-time device. You can run your application from here. Click on this. It will build the APK file for your application and it will on your real-time device. It will take some time. Here the application installed successfully on your phone. I will show it to you. Here is the screen of my real-time device. I will open the application, which is first application name. Double click on it. It's showing me hello world. That's it. Now I will tell you how to run your APK file on your real-time Android device. For that, you must need to enable USB debugging option from your real-time Android device. For enabling USB debugging option from your real-time Android phone, search on web for how to enable USB debugging option on your real-time Android device and don't forget to mention your model number. After enabling USB debugging option, your device will be listed here. That's it for this session. In next session, we are going to create a simple Android application in which a button will be here, and after clicking on button, the text will be changed. If you have any doubts, please let me know it in comments. See you soon in next session.